This one is for the PPC aficionados. Hi friends, I'm TTB, welcome back to German Mechgineering. Today's mech is the 45-ton Shadowcat, and we're running it in a double ER-PPC configuration complete with ECM to keep those pesky enemies off our backs. It is a very maneuverable mech thanks to the MASC system that can get us to speed of about 130 kph. It has jump jets and it has pinpoint fire that, if you aim extremely well, can actually one-shot any mech in the game, but mostly this will shine during the earlier missions. So as soon as you get the Shadowcat up until you can afford to house a couple more heavier mechs, and this mech then can become your fire support mech later on. Let's jump into the mech lab and have a look at how to build this thing, then we'll try it out in the training grounds, and then we'll switch over to some actual mission. Let's go! Alright guys, here we are in our mech hangar. Let's talk about the omnipods first and then talk about what is in each omnipod. Now, you can make this build actually the second you get access to the Shadowcat if you use the prime omnipod on the right torso and the prime left arm. You won't have access to ECM, but everything else can stay the same basically, and you're just gonna basically switch things out a little bit, where we will have your weapons in the right torso and the left arm as opposed to right arm and right torso. But not a problem, you can make this thing as soon as you acquire the Shadowcat, as I said. Now then, for the center torso, it doesn't really mean what you put there. It could be the Alpha, could be the Bravo, could be the Prime. It is totally up to you. There's no difference in between those CTs. All of them have the MASC Mark II motive upgrade Mark II slot in there. So that thing will get you up to 400% acceleration boost, 50% extra speed, 190% deceleration boost, and turning boost as well. Just make sure you don't overuse it. At about 70 to 75%, it starts damaging your legs, so keep an eye out for that. Then, for my build, in the right torso, I went with the Prime variant, 1 ER-PPC, and a total of 0.75 tons of ferro armor pods, a 0.5 ton and a 0.25 ton. For the left torso, I went with the Bravo Omnipod. This one gets us access to ECM by giving us a hard mount for the ECM suite, as well as, of course, we put the ECM suite in there. Then we have a half ton of ferro armor pod and one double heatsink. Then we take the right arm of the Alpha Omnipod set, ER-PPC in the energy hard mount. Then we put in a 0.5 ton and a 0.25 ton ferro armor pod, and another double heatsink, and that is basically it. The left arm right here can be whatever you want it to be. There's really no difference in terms of armament, not armor, in terms of armor on the arms, so it doesn't really matter. You could leave it on the prime, totally up to you. Same story with the legs, by the way. There is no difference between the different models, so you can just keep the prime legs or use the alpha legs. So if you want to build this mech like I'm building it here, you basically have to unlock both the alpha and the Bravo variant. But as I said, as soon as you get this mech, you won't have access to ECM, and the weapons will be at a little bit different locations, but you can build this the second you have access to this mech, and because you won't have ECM, of course, you will use that extra ton for another double heatsink. These PPCs, by the way, are really, really good because the range of those weapons is insane. 800 meters or so optimal range. Pinpoint, 15 damage per PPC, can really destroy light mechs and medium mechs fairly quickly, and if you can hit a cockpit shot, this will insta-gip any mech in the game, which is quite nice to have. Jump distance is going to be at 65 meters, so we also have some jumpiness, and the armor is at 344, which is reasonably tanky. Not super tanky, reasonably tanky, but this is not a frontline mech, guys. This is a long-range sniper. This is something you would play, for example, in Mechwarrior Online. You are literally the annoying Shadowcat that is always at the edge of the fight, PPCing at the enemies, fire and forget, dropping into cover, coming up, shooting, dropping into cover again. That is the playstyle that we're going to try with this thing. As far as pilots are concerned, if you're not playing it yourself, then maybe somebody like Alexander, or maybe somebody like potentially even Mia, because of the better heat management, or Ezra, of course, is always an option. Energy range is something that Jaden have, and Yuichi, for example, but that doesn't really help you that much, unfortunately, because you already have a lot of range. What you need is cooling. Now then, let's jump into our shooting range exercise right here, and we'll see what we can do with this thing. Now, as always, guys, make sure to set your weapon groups beforehand, which of course I always forget. So let's move our guys out here. We will set 2 weapon groups. One is full fire, the other one is chain fire. Now, by the way, you guys might be asking, TTB, why the hell did you actually set up your weapons like that? Why not just go with both arms? There is an argument to be made for both arms in that you would have like more easy ability to shoot at, for example, flying targets or targets below you and whatnot. And yes, that is a point. The only reason I went with the wide arm approach, or with the right side approach, sorry, is that we will have better convergence because our weapons are closer to each other, right? I think I can demonstrate that. Let's go to the external camera for a sec. So, imagine if the PPCs are in the left arm, that will be the left arm and right arm. Do you see how much further this is apart versus having them in the right torso and right arm? Right torso, right arm. Yeah, there's quite a bit of difference. And that difference, shooting at a moving target, can be the difference between hitting both weapons in the same spot or hitting 2 different components. That's the only reason. But, like I said, extra mobility on the arms is also a good argument for putting both weapons in the arms. That is totally up to you. Now then, let's shoot some stuff. It's been a TTP video for a couple of minutes and we haven't shot anything yet. So, something like a locust, it's literally goodbye. You've got 30 damage pinpoint, that thing has no chance. Something like a Centurion, that's a little bit tanky. I mean, this thing is a lot higher in tonnage than we are, but I think 2 to 3 shots on his CT should take him out. Yeah, he's now within an inch of his life, so basically 1 projectile takes him out. Nice. And like I said, that PPC against light mechs, that was just 1 PPC, by the way. Yeah, locusts in particular, they can't handle the PPC. Alright. The other thing I wanted to show you, of course, like aircraft or whatnot, you just chain fire, they just die, even the big Igors. That would be an argument for the arm, by the way, because that is the torso mount, and that was the arm mount. Let's see what else we could shoot. I mean, it's always nice to shoot at an Atlas, right? If you just shoot CT, it's gonna take a while. What I want to show you is if you can shoot cockpit, and of course, when you're running the Shadowcat, realistic speaking, you won't be seeing an Atlas, but any kind of mech that you see, that you know where the cockpit is, you can just go ahead and do this, right? For the Atlas, by the way, that is in the left eye. That's where the cockpit is, and that is, of course, on the right side of the mech. Right? For the Marauder, for example, the cockpit should be here, but not down low. It should be... it's either here or here, let's see. Yeah, that's the cockpit. And as you can see, cockpit shots are quite brutal. Of course, on a moving target, this is gonna be a lot harder. Let's try a cockpit shot on the Centurion. With the Centurion has a couple of like weird idiosyncrasies. With the way the cockpit is formed, it's really hard to shoot from the side, but from the front it should be possible. Yep, there's a cockpit kill on the Centurion. And shall we see if I can hit the moving Atlas? Nah, we'll try it. Oh, I can't jump up there. Oh fuck. Oh, that's a problem. Can I hit it from down low here? That's the question. Yes, I can. So, projectile speed, really nice. We got mobility, MASC system. Oh wow, I'm going 145 kph with, of course, a couple of the chassis speed upgrades unlocked. And then you're just running around, jumping up, finding your targets, and then once you have a shot ready, you just poof! And something should die. This locust for some reason survived. Oh man. Well, presentation. Also now I can't hit.
Exposed reactor. Explosion
At least he would have gone super thermonuclear, so we have that. Alright, let's see if I can miss my shot at the second time. Okay, now he's just chilling, of course. No. He's dead now. Let's not worry about it too much. But yeah. And of course, since you have a Shadowcat, that means you have some really nice jump capability, so you're gonna be able to utilize this to great effect. For example, you could find some cover. I don't know, let's find some cover here. Let's say we're fighting from this riverbed. Even better. Full cooling, right? So, if we were fighting the Atlas, what we would be doing is we jump up, quick exposure, shoot, and then cover. And then we wait until we can shoot again. We pop up, And in the cover. That is referenced as pop-tarting in Mechwarrior Online. And because he doesn't have line of sight on us, he can't shoot us. At least, not with direct fire weapons. Alright? Yeah, hopefully I taught you guys something new. If it was something new to you guys, let me know in the comment section. Alright, let's take this bad boy into an actual mission and let's see what we can do. Alright guys, here we are in one of the earlier missions, but one where we have the Shadowcat for a couple of missions already, and we're just gonna go ahead and shoot some targets. That was a commando one-shot, by the way, not too bad. I think this is a great mission to showcase this build because we have quite a bit of range on our targets. They can't really do much to us at this range, right? So these guys are not gonna be very helpful and not gonna be very happy, is what I meant to say.
We will show you how it is done.
Alright. Too much banter in my ear. That was driving me crazy. Okay, there we go. Pattern tank coming up, let's see. You gotta have to learn, of course, how quickly those projectiles move, and upgrading this quite a bit will also help. That is a ER-PPC Panzer. We don't wanna mess with that too much, but all the other stuff right here. Is that champion walking backwards? No, it just looks weird. No, he's actually walking backwards. He is strange and weird. Okay. Glad we discussed that.
Seems like they got more fire than the pirates.
But yeah, I mean, long range, it's not a fair fight. Against the clans, it's never a fair fight. So we can just sit back and hit them. If my teammates would just stop walking in front of me, that would be even better. That would be amazing.
They have the numbers, but we have the superior weapons.
Oh man, that was kind of cringe. There we go. There's a couple of bigger targets coming in. Normally you wouldn't have any mechs that can deal with that, but since we have the range, we don't really mind that much, right? That was a CT hit. The good thing about aiming for cockpits is if you happen to hit the CT instead, no loss. You're still doing damage, right? We can also showcase the pop-tarting here for another sec here. Okay, he's dead. Let's see. Let's say, for example, we want to pop-tart this dude back there. We'll just do a quick jump up and shoot. And we're gone. Easy peasy. They can't fire back. The dragon is just out there in the open. He's trying to fight some other mechs from us. We don't care. Not a problem for us. Now, the only problem right here that you can see is that we can't really bend down that far. So that is something to keep in mind when you're shooting from too high up. You can do that with arms, but if you have torso mounted weapons, that might be a little bit of a problem. Heat right now, also not a problem. We are just chilling. Not literally, but physically. Basically. I'm not feeling any pressure right now. 1,000 meters for these guys. They can't really do anything against us. Oh. I kind of misjudged how fast that Atlas was coming, but that's okay. With this kind of zoom that we have. Ah, hit his side torso. Hit his side torso. That's okay. This is the point where we would like bigger zoom. I could actually go for a cockpit kill on the Atlas, but not with this kind of zoom, unfortunately. The tanks right now are getting a little bit too dangerous. Fall back a little bit, maybe. See if we can shoot the Atlas in the cockpit. I really want to try to hit this shot. Ah, it's so hard though. If he's moving on the other slope, almost impossible. But you know what? It's okay. At least we're showcasing that we're not taking any fire from him, and we can just take him out bit by bit. And if he was coming towards us, you would just walk backwards, right? You're going faster backwards than this guy goes forwards. So no problem of actually getting away from him. You can use your mobility to your advantage if you need to. Let's see, next shot should take him down here. Good night. And then there's only the Stalker. I don't know, this is not as flashy as the small laser builds. It also has a lot less DPS, but I think it has like an interesting game style that you normally don't get from the lasers. And it can be a lot of fun. Just don't overdo it with the boost. For this stuff you kind of want to be sober. Not as easy to hit stuff otherwise. Well, there we go. That is all I wanted to showcase here. Utilizing and abusing range, and then, I mean, let's go a little bit further, see what else we see here. Right now, we're just sprinting forward at 145 kph. Just keep an eye on the mask, guys. Also, these, like, this blue line right here, these 4 blue lines, they're gonna change color. At some point, they're gonna become yellow, I think. And then red. Now they're yellow, right? And once they get red, that's when you're in the danger zone, where you need to stop. Right about now, 75%. Yep. Oh, let's see what kind of mechs we can find here. Let's have these turrets here as well. These are just one-shots. Easy peasy. We're also at a spot where we can easily shoot at mechs, but they can't shoot us easily. Because we can always just fall back, right? Locust. No, he was already dead. Too late. He just ran into our full firing line, complete with like 2 clan stars, so... that was not very conducive to his health. Ah, I missed him. Too bad. LRMs are not missing though. That was a nice shot on the Jenner. That's a slightly more armored Jenner, only 4 4 medium lasers here.
There goes another.
There we go.
We are grinding these
0 shots eaten. 2 shots in and killed. That's exactly what you want. Efficiency. It's all about efficiency. There's not a light mech here somewhere. Let's see if we can get the shot on him. Oh, it's an Irby! And I took away his AC-10 burst fire, so he's got a small lasers now. Or small laser. If I can hit that. There we go. Goodbye. He's gonna punch out because he's got no weapons left. So, I think that was a nice little demonstration, guys. The only thing I can say is try it out. And let me know how it goes for you, because this is definitely a fun build. Definitely something different. Not as easy, but if you've been playing Mechwarrior online, extremely iconic. So try it out. Well, there you have it, a NWO style jumping, fire and forget, ECM carrying Shadowcat. I'm curious to see what you guys think of this build and how it works for you, so definitely make sure to let me know how things go with this one. Well guys, it's time again to say thank you so much to all my amazing supporters. Guys, I literally couldn't do this without them, and if you right there are not a supporter yet and would like to say thanks for the videos, please have a look at the video description. You will find links to my Patreon, my merch store, all the hardware that I'm currently using that you can get on Amazon, or of course you can become a channel member or send a super thanks right here on YouTube. Thank you.